Hello everybody, this is the White Schnauzer here with another video. This time we're covering a very interesting thing, a video I promised I was going to do, that I mentioned in my Archer video, my part 2 skating video. I was going to view and give my opinion on Archer's rework, and tonight it dropped. So if you're looking to check out this the patch notes, I will drop it in the description below down there, and you can check it out yourself. But I already checked out some of it. I'm just going to be going through a lot of the skills that were very notable. Also, if you stayed up late, over in Korea, someone was streaming on BDO Labs, the new skills and how some of the skills work. So it's gonna be interesting. I'll probably throw a couple of those clips in from his stream where he was showing the new skill that was like piercing light. Very good skill. You can actually tell that it does some decent damage, and it's not like piercing light. It's not like piercing light, and it's not like righteous light, where there's like a wind up or you have to charge a skill. You just do it. So it does, and it seems like it does the same damage, if not just a little bit less than piercing light, just a little bit less. But it's a skill you can access right away if you're trying to get some damage. Because main problem is a lot of us archers have said it. So let's get to this. You can read this. I've already read it, but it's just talking about like the difference between archer and awakening, and you get the gist. This first skill we're gonna go over, storm and light. You already know what the skill. If you're on console, back X, back on left stick and then press X, or on PlayStation, back on left stick and square. This skill has been changed. Attack speed has been increased, of course, kind of expected, and the cooldown is 8 seconds. It's been applied, and also it gets an SA now, which is quite interesting. Very interesting. It's very interesting. So you can actually use this move in PvP now, potentially. Because I think that's the main reason why no one uses it. It's a very unprotected skill, and it was very slow. So using this skill, you're just putting yourself in danger. So that's nice that they did that. Whenever they drop that, whenever it comes to live servers, that's going to be really nice to actually see. And it also does a bit more damage now. So good to go. I probably dropped this Wrath of Nature clip in there from that stream. You actually charge his skill now. I don't think it's a bad thing. It only gives you an SA on that part of the skill. So the first couple seconds you're SA'd. So I don't think it's bad. If not, it's pretty good. Because I'm assuming they increased the damage. If I'm not wrong, they increased the damage for the skill, so it only makes sense. Yeah, so you can link it in with a glide, or probably any other like movement skill. So that's pretty good. They took off the down smash attack and the down attack off of that skill. I don't think you're gonna use it for I don't think anyone used it for any type of damage at all, because you were just using it for the increased AP, attack power buff. That's literally all you're using it for. You never really used it to do damage, so they doubled the damage, as you can tell. Really nice. You can actually do more damage with this and get an SA while collecting. So first couple of seconds of the skill, you will be collecting. You're SA'd while doing that. Once you start to shoot, you are not SA'd, so keep that in mind. Just think of it as a piercing light. Once you shoot, you're unprotected unless you use the core skill where you're protected right after shooting. They changed Earth Shatter. Uh, I saw this. This is pretty nice. They increased the damage, of course, but also what they did, I think they added 65 pain damage on this skill. So if you use this skill with like one of my combos, I knock them down, of course, with Ring and Strike, and then I would get really close. I would hit them with this skill, and then I go into Nature Shattering Arrow. Or if I'm not using Nature Shattering Arrow, I can do Bolt of Radiance. Or even you can switch those two if you really want. You can do Nature Shattering Arrow first and then do Bolt of Radiance. Okay, you can flip that around. That damage altogether, that's pretty nice because you have you have this skill that's already a damage over time skill now with that 65 pain damage, and then you add the one from Bolt of Radiance. That is a win. And if you really want, you can throw in Arrow Explosion. You can throw in that skill as well if you really want, and they're going to be going negative. Okay, they're not healing, they're going negative. With all that happening, they're going negative. And also with the skill, they reduced the cooldown. So I've always said this. I thought it was weird that this skill was such a long cooldown. It was just weird to me. Like 24 seconds was a lot personally. So that's nice. They're changing that. They increased the range of Arrow Explosion. Really nice. That's going to be really good for PvE. Because Archer's PvE is not the best. We all know that. And in terms of like end game, it's not the best. Early game, he has a huge advantage getting to 56 very quickly, but after that point, his PvE is not the best. It's very very low tier, at the very bottom, at least on everyone's list. I think everyone puts him at the very bottom. So that skill is gonna be huge because we use this a lot. Everyone uses this a lot in their PvE grind. And also, they changed it to where it actually matches the same amount of hits it does in PvE. So you're in the sense you're getting at least an increase in PvP damage because you get an additional couple more hits. So that's pretty good. Gaping Darkness, don't really use it that much, but for the people who actually do use it, you get more movement distance with that skill, slightly increased, so you move a little bit further. So if you use that skill, good for you. I don't personally. The linkage skill to okay, so they made it to where it's a lot more faster. So if you're using Gaping Darkness into Shadow Hack, if you use those, good for you. You get to actually do it a lot more faster. Keep in mind, this is a forward guard, so they can still break that. Spirit Arrow has been reorganized and changed to Wing Blade skill. What's Spirit Arrow? I still haven't figured that out. Like, I was looking at that skill earlier. I'm like, what is this skill? What is this skill again? I'm gonna have to look at that later just to actually see what skill is that. I'm not sure about this. Oh wait, actually I'm sure about this one. They made it to where you can use Mountain Breeze and Uproot from Pre-Awakening, so you can get access to that. Yeah, you can get ease access to that. And I'm not sure. I think they buffed these skills. This used to give you only 200 health, right? Yeah, this only used to give you 200 HP. So that's nice. We use this. I'm pretty sure everyone only uses this because using any of the other ones was kind of just pointless. So I'm assuming if you want to give him a movement speed reduced by 30% for 10 seconds, you have to hit him with Meteor Dive. You have to hit him with Meteor Dive. So if you want to do this, that's up to you. If you really want to move, I don't know. Personally, I'm not going to do it. And Light Stigma effect is activated for 3 seconds when the skill Rain of Arrows is successful. Arrow Explosion. So you have to hit him with, assuming you have to hit him with this, or at least throw it out and try to hit him with it. So fixed issue where additional damage applied to the spirit skill was lower than the skill description. Recovery skill, attack range, and maximum hit of the Earth's Judgment has been improved, and the total number of hits has been changed as follows. Natural damage applied when all attack ranges have been. So it's the other Raban skill, if I'm not wrong. You lose the ×2, but you get, actually no, you lose the 5 hits. That's all you lose. And the Covering Fire skill, they increase the damage and increase the hit, so that's pretty good. And we're getting to that part where they said make make a long distance character like a long distance character. I think we all said it. And it's sad because Archer was probably one of the best kiting classes. One of the best range classes until you gave Ranger Secession, and then Ranger started just shitting on Archer from range. Ranger was really just doing Archer in because of the amount of damage she was able to do in just a short span. Secession is just a monster right now. And then Corsair being launched, she bullies Archer. I think you have seen a lot of videos. I'm pretty sure on YouTube you've seen all the videos where is the Archer versus Corsair. It's not even close. She's just way too protected while fighting Archer, so that's the main reason why. I think they talk about the new skill right here. Yeah, I don't know what this skill's called. Is it called this? No. Yeah, this is the new skill description here. It's like piercing light. It's like piercing light. You can shoot it from a distance, and you use it just like how you use Light's Path and Righteous Smite. You can use it's a flow skill. It's really good. I'm gonna drop that. I'm gonna drop a little clip in to demonstrate that skill. So you can actually see it in action. And I'm gonna do it for all the skills that they changed, that I actually saw, like visually, like so Nature's Wrath and a Meteor Dive and that new skill. They reduced the cooldown for Piercing and Light as well, so that's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's really good. I actually appreciate that because that's a skill you use a lot, right? So you want to get back into using that skill pretty often. And they took off the stiffness upon first gathering hit, but I'm pretty sure everyone charges it all the way anyway. Right? Everyone charges it all the way, so you're trying to use that knockdown. You're using it for the knockdown. Righteous Smite has been changed as followed. They gave us 3 more hits for that skill, so that's pretty good. Slay skill increased the hits and also changed the second hit, so that's pretty good. Tactical Strike, I'm not so sure about this one. I'm assuming it just does this one only, so if you shoot it 3 times, it's basically doing the same thing 3 times, or if not, you probably just shoot an arrow 1 time. But I'm pretty sure everyone's just going to shoot their arrow 1 time anyway. Radiant Explosion, they gave us 2 more hits on this skill. The speed of Rivenous Talon action has been increased, and the number of hits. Actually, I think I missed something. It was something about Light's Path, right? Well, actually, I'll tell you. For that skill, they gave us a 10%. Or actually, am I coming to counter? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's right here. I'm not sure what skill this applies to. I don't know. I'm not sure if are they talking about Light's mark? Like, I feel like they should full bloom. Are they talking about full bloom? Like, if you hit someone full bloom, this happens? I'm not sure. I'm not so sure. I'm not so sure about that one. Y'all can comment that down below. Light's Trail, or Light's Path, you get a 10% attack speed increase buff for 10 seconds. This is going to be really nice because that would help you with your movement. I've always said this, like whenever I'm getting, whenever you're getting a buff, your little attack speed buff from witches and wizards, they do their little buffs. You always stay next to them just so you can receive that buff. You realize how fast you move once you get that, and keep in mind it's mostly attack speed and casting speed and a little bit of movement. You're gonna be like, it's not as strong as that skill. I think it's like 30%, but getting a little attack speed increase effect, that's pretty nice because your main movement, all your skills mainly except for glide, all of that is attack speed. Literally, all of those skills are attack speed. So that's actually nice. This is really nice, and that's pretty much it. That's pretty much it for Archer. Now, there's other changes here. If you're, oh yeah, they changed that, but it's not that big a deal. Yeah, that's pretty much it for Archer rework. I'll try to drop some of the clips in there if I can actually get them on the video. Overall, these changes, they've been nothing but buffs. There really hasn't been any significant nerf. Not on the, like, nothing really serious. Like, nothing, really nothing. In fact, this is a huge buff. A huge buff to the class that, if we're not wrong, this is a win for Archer. Because most of us who've been playing Archer, and especially the ones who've been playing on PC, you've been waiting for a buff, but it just never came. I've only playing for 2 years here on console, and you see the difference between your class and a lot of classes, and in particular, you see the damage that you do, and then you look at someone else and their class, they have less AP than you, but yet they kill this person and you can't. They can actually beat this person and you could not. By yourself, you could not. Like, anytime I think about a situation like that, in particularly, I think about the time where I was fighting Sacred Member. I was fighting freaking Cryrix. I'm at 284 AP, and my friend Ark, if you know who Ark is, he's Homelander on Xbox. He is able to kill Cryrix by himself. I cannot. Okay, keep in mind, I am 284, 286. If I put on my Nuvert, I'm 286. I cannot kill him by myself. I'm pretty damn good, okay? I'm pretty damn good with my Archer. I cannot kill him for the life of me by myself. Or even if I was helping him, like, all I'm doing is making sure his foreguard does not come up. That's all I'm doing. But Ark is able to kill him. He has 271 with Kudum, and he's playing Sage. Why is it that Archer has to put in so much work to kill one person? To beat one person, you have to put in so much work. And then you have other classes that doesn't have to put in that much work to even beat one person. Like, it's just funny. So the damage increase on a lot of these skills and the hits increase, that's pretty good. New skill, pretty good. All good changes. I hope once they come to live server, once they finish all the other classes, keeping in mind they have to finish every other class, so we still have the other classes to get to. That's pretty good. You know, my favorite probably is like the Arrow Explosion, Nature's Wrath, and Righteous Smite. And then attack speed, yeah, and the attack speed on Light Path, and the new skill, and the damage on pretty much every skill. So everything's pretty good right now. It's pretty good, but we have to actually see, like, probably later today I'll probably drop another video if we see some PvP 1v1s and BA. Because I'm on console, keep that in mind, so I don't have access to global labs. I don't have access, and I don't have a good PC, so yeah, I'll drop a video for that if we see any PvP later today. So stay tuned to that. Thank you for checking out my video. Peace.